Okay, let's talk about renting versus buying. I'm sure you've been told there's only one right answer, but what if the math everyone uses is just completely wrong?
You hear it all the time, right? Renting is just throwing money away. It's like the number one argument for buying a house. And honestly, it makes renting feel like this giant financial blunder.
But what if that's not true? What if they're wrong? Because, when you actually run the numbers the right way, the whole story changes. And sometimes renting isn't just an okay option, it's actually the smarter financial move.
So here's how we're going to look at this. The big mistake everyone makes is comparing a rent payment to a mortgage payment. That's not it. The real comparison is about the money you spend that you can never, ever get back.
Think about it. When you're renting, the only money that's gone for good is, well, your rent. Pretty straightforward. But when you buy a house, oh, you're losing money to way more than just the principal. You've got mortgage interest, property taxes, insurance, and all that fun maintenance stuff. That is the real apples to apples comparison we need to be making. All right, let's put this into practice and see how it actually plays out in the real world. We're going to look at a 5-year time frame, which is, pretty typical for a lot of first-time homeowners. Okay, so here are the numbers for our little experiment. We're looking at buying a $420,000 home or renting a similar place for about $3,200 a month. Let's see what happens. So after 5 years of owning, after you factor in all those costs we talked about, the interest, taxes, all that, and you sell the house, you've spent about $111,000 that you'll just never see again. That's the net cost. But wait, here's the kicker. This is the part almost nobody talks about. If you had rented instead, that massive chunk of change for the down payment and closing costs, in this case, $92,400, it wouldn't just be sitting there. You could have been investing it. That, my friends, is the opportunity cost.
And that one little detail, it changes everything. Once you factor in the potential growth from investing that down payment, the renter's net cost over 5 years is only about $76,000. So in this scenario, renting is actually $35,000 cheaper. Crazy, right?
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that the old advice to buy at all costs is just, well, it's terrible advice. The right move is always going to be personal. It depends on you. So here's how you can actually figure this out for yourself. Step 1, define your timeline. Are you thinking short-term or long-term? Because believe me, the math changes drastically. Step 2, compare the real non-recoverable costs, just like we did. And finally, step 3, and this is crucial. Don't you dare forget about the opportunity cost of that down payment. Look, blanket advice is easy. It's simple. But your life isn't a simple slogan. Renting isn't throwing money away. It can actually be a really